We'll start, though, in Spain. Real Madrid back to the top of the table after a 2-0 victory over Mallorca. Shaka Hislop and Julien with me. Boys, there has been so much conspiracy talk in Spain over the last couple of weeks, how the referees want Real Madrid to win. Obviously, had the Benzema handball. Today, I tell you what, if you believe there is a conspiracy, that first goal is quite some evidence because it was Vinicius who scored it, but there's a clear foul in the build-up. Yet VAR didn't bring it back, Shaq.
Yeah, and I was really surprised. I thought it was a clear foul. Carvajal right in midfield that turned the ball over to Real Madrid. And then, listen, good build-up from Real Madrid and even better finish from Vinicius. But it was a foul. And you kind of sat there waiting for the referee to go to VAR. And then he started to head over to the sidelines. As it turned out, he gave one of the coaches a yellow card. But you thought maybe that would be the moment because as we sit there and look at the game and you see the replays, you think this has to be called back. But it wasn't. And it just kind of adds fuel to the fire, as you say, Dan, understandably so.
Shoulder to shoulder, can we go there if I've got my Real Madrid TV hat on, Jules?
I mean, this one will be very hard for you to convince people, even with your Real Madrid TV on, a hat on. He doesn't play the ball, Carvajal, he goes and body slams Dani Rodriguez. My issue with it, and it's similar to the Real Sociedad Real Madrid game, is why is the referee not going by himself to see the screen and to check it by himself, and then he can make his own decision if he thinks it's a foul or not. But I'm really struggling when VAR by itself, takes this kind of decision, and the referee doesn't even have a look to see what actually he feels about it and what he thinks about it.
Obviously, this has been fueled as well. Gerard Piqué's comments talking about that pretty much Barca, there's no way they're going to win the league now because of the help that Real Madrid are getting. Obviously, this stirs things up beautifully for the media and for us watching. How much does it get in the player's head, though, Shaka? If you're in that Barcelona team, does it affect you at all?
I don't think so. Listen, for me, regardless of which of those two dressing rooms you sit in, there's always these accusations going one direction or the other, depending on who's got their noses in front and, who kind of feels aggrieved at that particular point. This has become par for the course between Real Madrid and Barcelona. I don't think it affects the players one iota.
Does it affect the officials, though, Jules?
That's a big question. I don't know what La Liga and the head of refereeing and what we have also in England, what every league has. What happens on Monday after a weekend or a week like the one that we're having right now? Do they meet? Do they review the referee's performances? Do they actually have an issue with what happened in Real Madrid games or Barcelona games? I mean, Sergio Ramos after the game tonight said to Spanish TV, well, over the length of the season, it's really level. Sometimes it's in our favor, sometimes it's in their favor, which is probably true. And we forget sometimes, or at least now because we talk about Real Madrid and their decision, we forget what happened with Barcelona in the past few games, and maybe they had help of the referee as well, or referee were quite kind with them, let's put it that way. So I don't know, but you do think that on back-to-back games like this, Real Sociedad with the penalty, the goal disallowed, the handball for Benzema, and then again tonight, it starts to be quite a lot of incidents that we're always talking about when it comes to Real Madrid and referees.
Shaka, I know when we've discussed this before, you believe that the big clubs do get the decisions their way more than the smaller ones.
I do. And just kind of my experience as a player, that's how I felt. And even now looking at games, again, that's what it seems clear to me. And the challenge to that is that's why VAR was brought in. And Jules is right, and as Sergio Ramos was saying, over the course of a long season, these things come out in the wash, as was the old cliche. But that can have different impacts in different ways. A referee mistake for Mallorca against Real Madrid, a game that you're not expecting to win, is one thing. If it happens against another team in the bottom three, then it's another. And the purpose of VAR was to kind of do away with that. And you don't have to rely on it coming out in the wash or against a team that, maybe you're happy that you got the lady luck, shine on you that week. We're supposed to be done with that. And VAR let us down and has us going back to our old cliches.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.